Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to the Plant Pusher Podcast. My name is Nicolo Massa. I'm the Plant Pusher. I'm on a mission to promote the plant-based lifestyle worldwide so we can help our communities to heal, to protect animals, and to restore our beautiful planet. On today's podcast, we're going to be talking about food near me. Where you are right now, in your neighborhood, in your house, in your apartment, wherever you are right now. What food do you have accessible to you within a 1 to 3 mile radius? And that'll determine a lot of where your health is and where the health of your family is. So let's get this thing rolling.
Welcome to the Plant Pusher Podcast with Nicolo Massa. We're on a mission to bring people back to the garden. Let's go back to the garden.
All right, welcome everybody. Again, this is the Plant Pusher Podcast. My name is Nicolo Massa. I'm the Plant Pusher. The mission of this podcast is to help you transition into a plant-based lifestyle so you and your family can heal, so we can protect animals, and so we can restore our beautiful planet. Now, the name of this podcast episode is Food Near Me. Now, I really want to break this down because we have listeners all over the United States on this podcast, on this live stream, and I want to break down for you. A lot of us are struggling with different things in our health, things with our physical health, things with our mental health. And if we look to our foods and the things that we eat, there's the answers that we're looking for directly in the foods that we consume. So I wanted to do this little experiment, this little social experiment, and I call it Food Near Me because if we're going to jump over to my computer here in a second, what we realize is, and what is the common perception, the common misconception, I should say, is that the foods that we eat don't have anything to do with our health, right? And what is known in the fitness industry is that 80% of your fitness results come from the foods that you eat. Only 20% of the results that you get come from the actual workouts that you're doing, right? So if we're looking at that from the fitness standpoint, what about for the health standpoint? What about for the mental health standpoint, right? The foods that we're consuming have a great impact on our lives, on our health, on our mindset, on our relationships, everything, because if we don't have health, we don't really have anything because we watch everything else slip away from us. So I want to do this social experiment. I'm going to jump over onto my computer real fast of Food Near Me, right? So, and to preface this is what I'm going to break down for you. The foods that we have access to or that we don't have access to will impact our realities. Now, there's something called food deserts in the United States, and many of us know about food deserts. What a food desert is it's a neighborhood that doesn't actually have access to produce or even a grocery store within a 1 mile radius, 1 to 3 mile radius of where someone lives. Now, many Americans, millions of Americans live in the United States in a food desert where they have to travel 10 to 15 or more minutes to a local grocery store or to a place where they can actually find produce or actually find fruits and vegetables of any kind, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes are the three of the top killers of mankind in this country particularly, right? So if you look at the top things that kill men and women in this country, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes are 3 of the top leading causes of death in the United States, right? So if we think about that and we know that food can either lead to illness or food can actually heal illness, now it comes down to the actual food. We know that plant-based foods heal the body, create an alkaline environment for the body to heal, and that acidic foods or foods that create mucus in the body create and promote more illness and more disease in the body. So if we know that, and that's science, that's been proven, so we're not here to debate whether that's true or not true. And I know a lot of people like to jump in the comments and debate, oh, is it true or is it not true? We're not here to debate whether that's true or not true. Plants and a plant-based lifestyle heal the body, and eating a lot of processed animal foods or a lot of processed foods cause illness in the body. We're not here to debate that. So now that we realize that plant-based foods heal the body and can heal the mind, because when your body is sick, your mind is sick, and vice versa. If your mind is sick, it's going to create illness in the body, and it's going to lead, to everything that comes from that, the ripple effect, right? So what I wanted to test is Food Near Me. Many of us find food by just opening up our phones and going to Google and typing in Food Near Me. Now, I want to do a little social experiment of what is the food near me and what is the food near people that live in my community. And let's just take a little test as to why people might be getting sick. All right. So I'm going to jump over to my computer screen now. Now, food near me. Now, I'm in Baltimore County, right? And so food near me within a 1 mile radius. Let's check it out. Burgers, lobster and steak, pizza, burgers, Taco Bell, burgers, chicken, burgers, hot dogs, chicken, burgers, crab cakes and burgers, chicken, wings, burgers and pizza and barbecue and burgers and steak and burgers and burgers and burgers. That's just on page 1. So my question is, are people sick and unhealthy and unwell because of their choices or because how the food system is set up? What came first, the chicken or the egg? That conversation is very popular. But my question to you is, what came first? Cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, or access to all of these terrible foods that are causing the disease? What came first? Right? So just within a 1 mile radius of where I live currently, the first page of Google is nothing but burgers and pizza and fast food. And we wonder why people are getting sick and going to the pharmacies and getting stuck in that vicious cycle. So it's very clear that the food system is set up for us to lose. Yes, we have access to food, which is in some ways a blessing, right? We have food and we're not starving. But what is the food that we have access to? Do we have access to fruits and vegetables? Or do we have access to fast food and soda and fried chicken and pharmacies? So this is going to be a short podcast. I just wanted to plant that seed with y'all. What is the food near you? Look on Google. Pull up Google right now. Google Maps, or pull up the Google Map app on your phone. Type in food near me. Look and see what other restaurants and what food do you have access to in your community. What food do you have access to in your neighborhood? And if there's no plant-based restaurants in your neighborhood, if there's no vegan food in your neighborhood, if there's no juice bars or smoothie bars or somewhere for you to get acai in your neighborhood, you got to look towards the resources of making food yourself at your house. Or you can keep lining up in the drive-thru fast food until you eventually get sick and end up in the drive-thru pharmacy and, your whole life becomes a drive-thru, right? You just drove through. Did you stop and enjoy it? Did you stop and smell the roses? Did you stop and actually enjoy your life while you had some life? So that's the word I want to give you all today. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I hope you're healthy and well. Again, my name is Nicolo Massa. This is the Plant Pusher Podcast, and I am the Plant Pusher. I'm on a mission to promote the plant-based lifestyle worldwide so we can help our communities to heal, to protect animals, and to restore our beautiful planet. And this podcast is my vehicle to get this message out to you, to your phone, to your computer, to you in your home, to plant the seed for you and your family to find wellness, to find health and wellness in your mind, body, and your spirit. And it all starts with what we put in our mouth, what we consume. Are we consuming products that are making us sick, or are we consuming products that are helping us heal? And how are we spreading that energy and that love and that abundance to our families and our communities so we can uplift everybody one meal at a time? Again, my name is Nicolo Massa. I'm the Plant Pusher. This is the Plant Pusher Podcast. I love y'all. Follow me on social media at Plant Pusher or /Plant Pusher. And we're going to keep this thing rolling each and every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's roll this outro and go and have yourself an amazing night.
Welcome to the Plant Pusher Podcast with Nicolo Massa. We're on a mission to bring people back to the garden. Let's go back to the garden.